Are you ruining your life with a click of a button? After a long day, I'm sure you'd rather DoorDash than cook dinner. Completely understandable in me too. But are these apps and other similar things ruining our lives because of modern conveniences? Well, I did some research to answer my questions because I noticed a decrease in my gratification. I got my answers as I'll go along in my speech and tell you them, but my research also made me credible to speak on this topic. The truth is, the harms of convenience are outweighing the benefits. Today we'll be discussing three main points. First, what are the harms? Second, what causes them? And third, how can we conveniently fix this issue? Continuing to my first point, the harms of convenience. As I mentioned previously, I noticed a decrease in my gratification, but it wasn't just mine. I noticed this amongst my friends, family, and even teachers. According to an article published in 2023 written by Gene Kim. This article is titled The Dangerous Psychology of Convenience. This article goes into detail on this topic. The author states, since the Industrial Revolution, society has focused exponentially on the power of productivity. Using new and more powerful technology, they try to make everything bigger, better, faster, stronger, and easier in order to enhance our quality of life. We tend to see problems arise more rapidly as innovation progresses. I read an example from this article that I think demonstrates this topic perfectly. Quote, we assume that the growing dangers won't affect us directly. As even the bubble of comfort increasingly erodes, we assume the bullets of a mass shooting won't hit us. When we see these effects and start to experience this, we can see it in different ways, such as a decrease in your gratification, lack of motivation, laziness, physical and mental stuff, ultimately harming us more than benefiting. Continuing to my second point, what causes this? Convenience harms us all, but what causes it? According to an article from the National Institute of Health published in 2006, although science and technology has brought us comfort, pleasure, and convenience, it also has brought us chronic diseases, physical inactivity, and social changes in our behavior. This typically is called convenience culture. This refers to how modern culture and modern society increasingly geared toward ease and instant gratification. Convenience culture is seen as a reaction to fast-paced, materialistic lifestyle. It isn't always clear that civilizations become healthier or happier. This is always having unintended and ignored consequences, exchanging one form of labor for another. Therefore, it brings up worrisome underlying intentions and motivations for short-term conveniences. Since we've figured out the cause, let's go to my third point, so we can figure out a convenient solution. Continuing to my third point, an article written by Michael O'Fee, published in 2024. They made a list about 15 different ways you can reduce your dependence on convenience, but some stuck out to me more than others, such as deleting your credit card information from online shopping apps to make online shopping more inconvenient. Other options look as repairing clothes instead of buying new ones, or buying in bulk to reduce plastic waste. There are so many simple options to help prevent the harms of convenience. There, we don't even have to experience the harms, and we can let it benefit us. For my conclusion, finally, the harms of convenience do outweigh the benefits, but we don't have to succumb to the harms no longer. First, we discussed the harms of convenience. Second, we explored the causes. And third, we finally met our solution. And we conveniently acknowledge how we can fix this issue. Yes, we are ruining our lives with the click of a button, but it's not a button we have to click.